Hello everyone, this is Dawn, and today is my first day actually riding the Commander Pro. So you'll be able to see me trying to get used to the wheel, learning about the wheel, getting a feel for it, all live. Now, I did take the wheel to Apple Valley Speedway yesterday and let a bunch of the best riders in our area try it out on the track and wherever they want. See what their first impressions of it was and everything. Everyone pretty much loved it. Pretty much everyone there loved it over the Sherman S. In fact, of all the people that have tried it, okay, we're gonna have to be a little bit careful. We are in an actual wind advisory with 60-mile-an-hour gusts. And I have found when they say 60-mile-an-hour gusts, I think they're actually being kind of conservative. But we'll see. So right now, I'm not having too much of a problem stopping this wheel, but getting it going again, you'll see me kind of wiggle a bit to get my weight over. The pads are not quite, pads are okay. I could possibly do better with the pads. Marty put the Clark Pad Extremes on there. I think these are the Clark Pad Extreme Foams. They seem foamy to me. And I love these pads. These pads are great, but this wheel is a little heavy, and larger pads does help when you're a small person and you need leverage. Alright, I need to turn here. So the large pads would be ones like the Grizzla Flows, large, and the Clark Titans, which I love the Clark Titans. Ooh, I'm a little bit nervous about the wind. I remember when I was first learning how to ride, the wind was a huge deal to me. Just a little tiny bit of wind was able to completely throw me around and literally knock me off the wheel. So I've come a little ways since then. That's why I'm kind of curious, but 60-mile-an-hour gusts still seems like it can do something. A lot less squiggling as I take off of the stop. Anyways, been having problems with my microphone for the last several tests that I've done of, okay, what is hitting on here? There's something, I think there's something on my jacket that's hitting my helmet, and that's annoying. Let me zip this up and see. I think the wind is just whipping something around. Anyways, my mic. I've been recording video and then finding out later that I have no audio whatsoever. So I was playing around with the, oops, am I supposed to turn here? I think I am. I've been playing around with my mic a bit, and hopefully my mic is working. You'll see that I don't have GPS stats on the screen. It's just because there's just too much stuff connected right now. It might be better if I had a standalone GPS unit for my Insta360. I did get one. Liam was nice enough to give me his old one, but it doesn't connect to the Insta360 and it doesn't connect to my app, and so I'm essentially not able to use it. This road is extremely bumpy, by the way, and the Commander Pro is just rolling over everything perfectly. I just need to stay going straight. He wants me to stop? No, slow. Thank you. Do not make me stop. Thank you, thank you. I can just roll right over all of this stuff. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do not have a stop here, and I go straight. Yeah, the suspension is really nice. Lots of people have said that the suspension is really nice, and the suspension is actually very similar to the Sherman S, is what I've been hearing. Alright, I keep going straight. Alright, so anyways, there's a lot of stuff connected. Well, right now, I can't be on, Insta360 has to be connected to my phone, and it needs to stay open on that screen to be able to grab the GPS data off of my phone and display it on the screen. But right now I can't do that because I need my phone screen to be showing me the directions. Ooh, that was a big hole. Just roll right over it. Yeah, I did that on purpose. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I need to know my directions. So once I get to the bike paths, I won't need on-screen directions anymore, and then I'll be able to connect my Insta360 to my phone, and then we can get GPS stats. But I don't know if you need GPS stats right now. With this wind, I am not going to be pushing it at all. This is more of a ride for me to start learning the wheel and give you my first impressions without... Ooh, we're gonna have to actually dismount, which means... Why am I shaking so bad? I think I'm shaking so bad because yesterday we were at Apple Valley Speedway, and we rode until our legs were absolutely burning up, like thighs, burning thighs, and my legs are still tired. And then I hop onto this heavy wheel in heavy winds, and my legs are a little bit complaining. Okay, so this will be my first time trying to mount unassisted in heavy winds out in public, where everyone gets to laugh at me. Oh my gosh, I did that so perfect. Well, maybe not perfect compared to perfect rider standards, but compared to my standards, oh my gosh, that was perfect. Oh yes, we don't have to stop. Put my hand up. Oh, it's pushing me. This wind is pushing me. So, I was interested to feel how the Commander Pro would be in this wind too, because heavy wheels are actually, I like having a heavy wheel in heavy winds. I think it definitely does help. The extra weight, extra stability, a little bit less likely to get shoved around by the wind. But of course, we are in heavy winds right now. These heavy winds are no joke. Okay, so what else can I talk about? So far, everyone that has tested the Commander Pro has loved the Commander Pro. Everyone wants to know, which should I get, the Sherman S, the Commander Pro, or the EX30? We don't know enough about the EX30 right now, so can't say, but between the Commander Pro and the Sherman S, it really is your personal preference. Sherman, veteran Sherman, like the Sherman Max, I absolutely love. It's stable, it's reliable, all that, and it is strong enough, fast enough, capable enough to definitely keep up with everyone else. But if you're gonna think about like one-on-one, head-on, trying to win races, which one one's gonna raw power win it? I think with everything else equal, that Commander Pro is gonna have more power, more oomph than that Sherman S. You know, but if this is just your regular casual wheel, then I would say go for the better quality and reliability and all that stuff. So I'd say the Sherman S for that. But if you want to race, you don't care so much about quality, you're willing to sacrifice the quality a little bit, and just get that, you know, extra little oomph, then Commander Pro would be a nice fit. Otherwise, their suspension is very similar. Which one is better? I don't know. I've heard people say that the Commander Pro suspension is better, and I've heard people say that the Sherman S suspension is better. I think that they are so similar that it's the people that like the Sherman S will say Sherman S, and the people that like the Commander Pro will say Commander Pro. I think you do have more adjustability with the Sherman S. The Commander Pro, you only have 2 things that you can adjust, and the Sherman S, I think you have 3 things. What those 3 things are, I don't quite remember off the top of my head right now. Okay, right up there is where I need to hop up onto the curb and hop back down through the dirt to the other side of the road, and I don't know if I can do that with all of those people working there. We'll see. The Commander Pro is a loud wheel. I can hear. Okay, hold on, let me think here. Squeeze over here. I don't think they're yelling at me. Hopefully they're not. I'm coming over here. Alright. I only got off because I thought they were yelling at me. I probably shouldn't get off when people are yelling at me. I should just run. Anyways, okay. We are back on track. Oh, let's see. There is a section of road. Well, actually, this whole... No, there's another section of road later on that is like really super windy. That one is always windy when things are not windy. So, a little nervous about that area. Alright, so I've been riding this Commander Pro for how many minutes now? What do I think of it? So many people that ride the Master have said that it feels like riding the Master. And yes, I get that. I don't know. Maybe not exactly. I'm starting to not quiver. I don't know. I'm starting to get a lot smoother accelerating off the stop now. I have noticed that. So it only took me a few minutes. My legs are already starting to adjust to this extra weight, the different pads, everything. And that's the thing. What I've noticed is that when you ask, oh, these tumbleweed, I hope this tumbleweed does not fly at me. Oh my gosh, what if it hits me? When you ask people what they think about a wheel, you also have to ask them what wheel they are coming off of when they are telling you this, because I found, oh my gosh, this is going to be so interesting what the mic is going to sound like, or what my audio is going to sound like, because there's just so much wind. And I do not have wind off on my mic. The mic is in my helmet, and I was hoping that that would be enough. To block out most of the wind. And also, I don't know, people said that they wanted ambient noise, so I adjusted the volume and sensitivity of the mic and all that, and we'll see if this is enough or too much ambient noise now. Anyways, yeah, when you talk to someone about what they think about a wheel, you also have to take into consideration what wheel they're coming off of. So yesterday, Wheelie Brady was ecstatic over this Commander Pro, and you have to know that he's coming off of Roger's Master Pro, and he has been saying, I mean, he's been riding the Master Pro like an expert. I mean, him and the Master Pro are a great match, but he has said stuff like, the Master Pro, you set it into a turn, you got to be really careful, because it kind of sticks to the turn, and it's really hard to make any adjustments in the turn with that wheel. It is heavy. It is. Even he feels that it's heavy, and he's a big, strong guy. And then you also look at him and go, okay, he's a big, strong guy. So when he got on the Commander Pro, he immediately was saying stuff like, you know, oh, it's so light. And then when he went on the track and was doing the turns and stuff, he's like, he's faster on it. And I think that's because compared to the Master Pro, he can accelerate much better on this. He was saying how solid it felt in the turns, and how it stood upright and stuff like that. But just solid through the turns, and he could go faster and all that stuff, right? That's all compared to the Master Pro. And considering that he's a big guy. Now, I am actually coming from the opposite end of the spectrum from him. So I'm little, and I was riding my Master all day. And when I got on the Commander Pro to take it on the track, my thoughts was, it's heavy. I cannot whip it around the turns like I can on the Master, like that. But that's because I'm coming from the Master onto this. But I could definitely see what everything he said was true just when you come on it from the Master Pro side. I also felt that he liked how stable it was and how it stood up in the turns. I didn't like that at first. I couldn't whip it around the turns like my Master, so I felt that there was harder work to get it to turn, and I really had to throw more of my body into it to get it to turn. And I could feel that it wanted to stand up in the turns, but to me, all that meant was that, oh my gosh, it's so much harder to turn. But once again, just different perspectives of the same thing. When I rode my Sherman Max all day long, and then I got on the Commander Pro, my thought was, oh my gosh, this is so smooth, and so smooth, so much more power, and that's compared to the Sherman Max. So smooth. The Commander Pro does have this strange smoothness to it. I think because of the power delivery system, and the suspension, all makes the Commander Pro ride really smooth. And yeah, mostly suspension when I was coming off of the Sherman Max. Whoop. So those were the only two wheels that I came off of to compare. Oh, the V13. Okay, so going from the V13 to this. This is so much smaller and lighter than the V13, although getting it in and out of the car is similar weight. It feels like a similar weight. Hefty, but not bad at all. It just means that with this extra weight, when I climb in and out of my car to strap it down, I just have to make a mental note to not let it, make sure it doesn't tilt over too far, or else it'll fall over on me, because it gets heavier the more it tilts down. Alright, so you might see, oh look, I can do real slow. This guy just keeps not realizing there's a green light. What? Do not honk at me. It's a green light. I'm going. What was I saying? Oh, he honked at me and I lost my train of thought. Don't like it when people honk at me. He might not even be honking at me. He might, probably the guy behind the guy that wasn't going on the green got mad and honked at him, but I'm sensitive. And I think everything's my fault, and I think everyone hates me. So I assumed. Okay, like coming around this turn, easy and smooth. I did not feel like I had to push particularly hard or anything. Actually, by now, this wheel is already feeling like second nature. So it just took me a little while. It is heavier than my Master. Oh, I was talking about the V13. Okay, this is starting to get to the stretch of road where there's just a huge headwind coming at me, and sometimes it switches up, and it starts hitting me from the sides, both sides. It takes turns, and it's not predictable. But V13. All right. So coming from the V13, this wheel is not as smooth as the V13. The V13 has that 22-inch tire, which also adds to the stability and smoothness and what it can run over without you feeling it. The V13 is heavier, which will also lend stability. Alright, so the stability. You'll hear people say that this wheel is so balanced, and I know that's kind of a joke right now, starting with lean, when we say how balanced the wheel is. But here's the thing, I did not feel like the Sherman S was balanced. I felt like it kept wanting to tip over on me, and it did. It fell in, and Lean said it too. He said it felt like it was falling in on him too. So we don't feel that the Sherman S is a stable wheel. I called it twitchy. Roger called that fun. So different perspectives, but let's see. This one, everyone says, feels balanced, feels smooth, feels stable, and where that shows up is like at the track. There are certain turns that, let's see, oops, I gotta go back, I forgot about this. And oh my gosh, that was hard. Oh, this wind, oh my god, oh sheesh, kebabs. Okay, we'll keep it slow. Oh, I don't like this wind. Is it better to hug the wall, or what if I just get slammed into the wall? Okay, let's see if I can turn here. The wind just died down enough for me to make this turn without it catching me like it did down there. Okay. Okay, I'm not going to be able to go fast until my legs recover because I am wobbling too much on the brakes. My poor legs are just tired from yesterday. Alright, here we go. I can now turn off this. Actually, alright, let's go ahead and there we go. Let's set up my Insta360's GPS. Alright, so hopefully we will have GPS data now. I just got onto the river trails. There is a really strong wind to my back. Oh my gosh, it's pushing me forward, which I'm going to have to be careful about when I come back. This is not going to be a good range test because I'm going to be fighting this headwind when I return, and I'm going to need battery for that. How much battery? Oh my gosh, I can't see anything on this stupid screen. Alright, I have no idea how much battery I'm at right now. I'll check it at the next stop. But let's see. Insta360 is rolling. Hopefully my mic is working. What? This is saying I'm going 38 miles an hour GPS. Is that right? Oh, jeez. I need to be able to brake. Come on, legs. No, there's something wrong with my GPS. Alright, let me reset that. Why is my GPS all funky right now? Wonder if I need to reboot my phone. I haven't rebooted, my watch. I haven't rebooted this Garmin watch in forever. Alright, it is trying to find... Ooh, that brake, I had no wobbles on. Oh gosh. Alright, I can't count on my GPS right now. For some reason my Garmin watch is not happy. There's a huge delay on it, and I'm not sure about the accuracy as well. I didn't feel like I was going 38. When I review this footage later on, I can see. But yeah, I'm not going to try to go super fast because this wind is catching me randomly at different directions at different times, and that does make me nervous. The wheel has been performing flawlessly though. It's been feeling stable. I don't remember if I finished my last train of thought about stability in the track, but I'll say it again in case I didn't. There are certain spots on the ABS Apple Valley Speedway track, certain turns that I know that I wobble with the master on, and in those same spots the wobble was drastically reduced with the Commander Pro. Right now I'm having a ton of wobbles, but that is because my legs are, the muscles in my legs are just done, and I'm riding a heavy wheel that I'm not used to, so my muscles are extra done. ABS all day is no joke. Hui actually had such major leg cramps, and he works out and he doesn't skip leg day, so he told me. But he had such major leg cramps, like he couldn't move, and the day hadn't even been done yet. So, and I mean, everyone felt it. All the veterans felt it. So it's not like I'm, it's not like these are just simple little complaints from noobs sort of thing. In fact, one of the things Roger challenged us to do was we all went on the track together to do 5 laps straight. Things like that. It's just because we all know and can feel that 5 laps is hard to do, especially towards the end of the day, but we are working on our muscles. It just means that, like, now my muscles are understandably extremely tired. So if I was riding my master right now, I would have substantially less wobbles, because my already tired muscles wouldn't have to work so hard. I don't feel like I'm working particularly hard right now, except the wind. The wind is really getting me. But the wheel itself is already feeling like second nature. Alright, so this is where... No. Oh my gosh. There's a little channel of wind right here. Hold on. Oh my gosh! Okay, let's get over to the right because I'm being shoved to the left. And that'll give me some time to correct before I get smashed into that wall. Of course, then if the wind changes directions, it'll shove me to the right. I should put a little flag or something on me so you guys can tell which way the wind is hitting me at. But, whoops. That sounded loud, but it didn't really feel bad. Okay. What should I, you know what? I want to check to see how much battery I got. Oh my gosh. This thing's, wait, do I believe this? This thing says I have full bars. But do I believe it? Let me see. Oh, that's not going to tell me. Alright, hold on. Alright. So, I just wanted to check my, I wanted to check Darkness Spot, the actual app, and see where I was at. I think it said we did 17 miles. Oh my gosh, I already forgot what it said. I think we're at 78% battery or something like that. So, that display, the Commander Pro display, is useless. Well, at least while riding. And I don't know how much I trust it. 78% battery, I don't think should be full bars. Unless, if it just looks like full bars, but it actually isn't. Ooh, strong winds. Alright, so I think something that people don't understand is what is the difference between 100-volt wheel versus a 134-volt wheel, and the I don't know. I know nothing, but the way the power is delivered feels different. Ooh, okay, maybe we slow down just a tad. Oh, I love going fast on this section though. Maybe if we do a little carving, we can carve our way through this wind tunnel. So right now the wind is shoving me, but hey, carving through wind is working. It's because I guess I'm tricking my body and mind into already thinking that I'm just going to be going back and forth and swerving around. Oh! Ah! Okay, that's not cool. When it hits me from the right, and then it hits me from the left, and then it hits me from the right again. It's like a game of let's smack Dawn around the trails. Alright, that convinced me to keep my speed a little bit lower, at least through this section. If we find a calmer area, then we'll pick up more speed. But that's also that would be nice for a range test, because I'm not doing a lot of high-speed stuff. I'm just keeping it more in the middle where most people would be riding it at. There's a branch in the middle of the trail. We won't hit that. There's a little jump here. Whoop. I love that little jump. Ooh, now the wind's coming from my left hind at an angle. If I was talking about something, if I had some kind of train of thought earlier, it is completely gone now. So you'll just have to wait until I get another train of thought. And this is going to really suck if there's no audio at the end of this, because I've been just talking this whole time. Yeah, the suspension is nice. Honestly, these suspensions are really nice, but I don't know. Do I prefer the Master Pro type suspension, where you can change out the linkages and the shock? You can change it from an air shock to a coil shock, and there's a lot more different customizations and combinations and all that with the Master type shock. But maybe these smart people that we have in the UC community will be able. Oh my gosh! Oh sheesh! Just a little dust whirlwind. Am I going the right direction? Do I usually? Yes. Okay. I usually do turn right. You see that guy on the bicycle? He was really pushing hard. Alright, so what's the wind condition here? We are blowing from the left rear. We got lots of water. This section of road has a lot of bumps, if I remember correctly. feel like I'm going fast. Am I? But it's so smooth. Maybe I should slow down. Look at the wind's like pushing all these leaves across my path. Oh, I see a dust tornado up front. I don't want to ride into that. Does that matter? I don't know. It kind of makes me nervous to just ride right into a dust tornado. Like I'm just asking for trouble. What's going across the road now? Is that a branch? Okay. Just make sure it doesn't come and smack me. Yeah. Keep my speed low. Just keep telling myself that. But look how gorgeous this road is. It's like you just have to go fast. Oh, the wind has shifted. Now it's coming from the right front angle. Oh, here. These are the bumps that really suck on the Sherman Max, or probably any non-suspension wheel. You can hear it in my voice as I get bumped a little bit on it. But on the there's people walking, we can slow down. But on a non-suspension wheel, it can really throw you up. And if you go super fast on a non-suspension wheel and you hit those, it goes beep. It goes beep. Like that. Alright. It is so easy to go fast on this wheel. Like, I keep having to consciously think to slow down because I'm not even doing anything, and I can feel like I just keep accelerating. And it's like, I swear it's not me. I'm trying to go slow, but it's like the wheel is just doing this himself. Let me see. Like, I'm not even leaning forward. Well, you see when I try to go fast. Hold on. So this is what I look like when I try to go fast. Right? And I'm not even having to do that with this wheel. With this wheel, it's like, slow down with my wobbly braking. Alright. With this one, this is what it looks like when I'm speeding up. Oh, it's so easy to accelerate on this thing. Braking is easy as well. It's just that it doesn't look that easy with me right now, just because my whoa, oh my gosh, oh no, oh my gosh, this is really hard. It's hitting me from the left. Okay, just need to get over this bridge without smacking into it. Okay, now turn around without getting thrown into the river. Okay. Alright, so just as long as the wind is hitting me from the front or the rear, it's okay, but when it shoves me really hard from the side, that's kind of hard, especially when I'm trying to turn. Things that you can do when you are wobbling. So these wobbles are fine. I know that they're just my muscle wobbles, but something that you can do: stand on one leg, or push the wheel up against one of your legs. Alright, so I have no idea. Ooh, we are at the whoop-de-doos. I have no idea when my Insta360 decided to stop recording on me. I hate that. It's like I was talking and it didn't even get any of that. Oh well. I was saying good stuff too. But since I have no idea when it quit, I'm not going to redo it until next time. I will figure out in editing what I missed, and then I'll just put that into another video. In the meantime, I'm thinking about stopping this video for now. I think you get the idea of what I'm doing, getting a feel for the wheel. First impressions, I love the wheel. Already I'm feeling comfortable, feeling like the wheel is already second nature. Nothing much I have to learn on it. My muscles are tired from yesterday. Yeah, it's a little bit heavier, but I'm already turning quite well with it. On Saturday, I'm going to take it to Mount Baldy, and I'll see how it does with those turns. But I'm already... Okay, here's the thing. When I throw it into a turn, my knee locks around it. Oops. Oh, that was a big old tree branch that I had to hop over. I wasn't sure how well that was gonna go because I don't know how to hop things. But anyways, my leg just like hugs around it, and the wheel is just so stable, and my leg can lock onto it, and it holds on. Oh, there we go. So it's so comfortable, and these are pads along the top edges, so it's really comfortable for my leg to grab onto. I know there are a lot of other wheels where that is a sharp corner and it hurts, but not this one. Alright, so what else? First impressions. I don't know. I love this wheel. I did not love the Sherman S. I did not fall in love with it, and that's why I canceled my pre-order. I was probably one of the first ones to pre-order the Sherman S, because my thinking was it's going to be like my Sherman Max with suspension, and I absolutely adore my Sherman Max. So my Sherman Max is with suspension is a perfect wheel, and I still believe that. I believe that the Sherman S is an excellent wheel, and it has better build quality than anything other than InMotion. I think InMotion's build quality is even better than Veteran Sherman, but yeah. I think Bugatti probably has the worst build quality, but that's not why we love Bugatti. We love Bugatti because of the raw power that it gives us. So anyways, I had a lot of faith and love for Veteran Sherman, but when I rode the Sherman S, I was happy, definitely happy with it, but not in love with it. And the first time I rode the Commander Pro, it was like, yes. Although right now, I'm not in love with it, but right now with the Commander Pro, I'm like, yes, this is definitely a wheel that I would choose to buy. So maybe it's because I'm still holding out hope for the EX30. Maybe it's because even though this wheel is so great, it rides so much like my Master. It's basically like a heavier Master, longer range. So for all those people that said, you know what, the Master is a perfect wheel. If it had longer range, it would be perfect, and I don't need a behemoth like the Master Pro, then this would be it. This Commander Pro has longer range but still rides like the Master, and it's not ridiculously heavy like the Master Pro. That's where I see this wheel fitting in. But there's nothing that amazing and new about this wheel that is getting me super excited. You know, like the first time suspension came out, and we were like, wow, this is so exciting, you know, something brand new. Oh god, I hate this section of road. It smells like tar. Hold on, I have to hold my breath. I can't breathe through there. The smell of tar is killing me. Anyways, so yeah, that's the only thing. It's so familiar already. It's so like second nature already. It doesn't even feel like a new wheel. It's, you know, not like the V13. It was so new in so many different ways. It was really exciting to learn about and all that. This one is like just a Master with more range, which is perfect and exactly what I need, but it doesn't give me exactly the same like new feel. Oh my gosh, this wind is shoving me, and I do not want to get shoved down. Alright, so I'm going to end the video now, and thanks for joining me today. Hope this helps, my little random thoughts on my first ride on this wheel, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye. Alright, so I wasn't going to record anymore, but this wind was so crazy heavy strong that and it's making my ride actually become a thing. Unfortunately, I don't know exactly how many miles I'm at. I think I'm at around 50 miles, and earlier I looked down and I only had 1 bar left, and I'm not even close to home. So I actually got really concerned because oh shit, on my way, the whole way back, I was fighting this headwind, and I remember saying that I was going to need to give myself plenty of battery to fight this headwind back, but then I kind of forgot. So I turned around at like 54% battery left, which wasn't really giving me extra battery to fight headwind. It was so bad, like I'm almost leaned over as much as I can, and oh shit, and I was only going like 10 miles an hour, and the poor wheel was like pushing hard. Felt bad. So now we only have like 25% battery left. I'm trying not to get knocked off the wheel. The Commander Pro has been an excellent wheel for this wind. I also turned my hardness, my pedal, the mode. It wasn't hard mode for the guys, and Roger likes hard mode. I like medium mode on Bugatti wheels. So I did that, and now I have much less wobbles. Yeah, I'm having wobbles because my legs are tired, and now it's also because I'm fighting wind and all that, and I'm getting even more tired now. But a big part of it is also the mode. I like medium mode. And even at my best, I will prone to have more wobbles at hard mode than in medium mode. So now it says I have 2 bars of battery left. That didn't even feel like anything. And it's going to be interesting to see. Oh God. Here, I'm pushing hard. If I can make it home. Now, if I was good and really took it easy instead of fighting this wind with everything I got, I probably would be guaranteed to make it home. But I don't know, that sounds boring. So we won't fight with everything we've got, but we also can't make this boring. Getting tired, not as talkative anymore. I'm probably going to end this video. I thought it might be cool to catch how the wind is shoving me around, but I also don't know how to get home. So it'll be good to pull out my phone and get directions, or it might be fun to see how far I can get before I'm hopelessly lost. Although that's probably not a good idea right now since I'm almost out of battery. And I'm worried about not having enough battery just to make it home. Whew. Ooh, I only got 1 bar left. Alright. Yeah. I couldn't change directions. I'll turn the camera back on if anything exciting happens, otherwise you can assume I made it home. Thanks for joining me. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.
Hey guys, we made it home safe. 60 miles, but I think darkness spot is underreporting. And beeping like crazy. He's had 0 bars. Darkness spot, he says he's at 0%. He still lets me ride as fast as I want at 0%. I had to keep reminding myself that he's low battery beeps and I probably shouldn't be going a million miles an hour. There were some spots in the wind that I was going like 10 miles an hour, but in full lean and pushing as hard as I could, but it was just so hard to go forward. So I was making this wheel work really hard against the wind. never stuttered, never hesitated, never missed a beat. He's a tank. He's a tank pushing through and everything. Our first ride together, success, and ran him down to 0. But he's beeping, he's complaining, but he still will run just fine for a little bit longer, I think.